Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my top 10 random favorites of 2020. And when I say random, I mean some of them aren't too random, but there will be a wild card thrown in there. A wild card that you probably did not expect me to like throw in there, so yes. Let's get started. By the way, I have different lighting going on. I have just like my regular lamps as well as a teeny tiny ring light. So if you see like the different lights going on, I have the window open, I have this, I have that, and yeah. I'm just trying my best here. Sun's about to set. I still want to record some videos, so yeah. Let's get started. I'm done talking nonsense. Should I start from the bottom up? Or should I just do 1 through 10? Okay, let's do it backwards, okay? I'm saving the best for last. So, number 10, we have Aggretsuko. I love that show so much. Retsuko, it's like, I feel like I'm watching myself. Except for the screamy, like, metal bits. But I just feel like I'm watching myself. Just a very shy, kind of introverted girl, and then all of a sudden it's like, you piss me off. And yes, I just become a different person. So yeah, it's just a very fun show. I find Retsuko super adorable. Even when she's like screaming. But the show is just very, very entertaining. It's not kiddie by any means because she is a working adult woman in a very boring like corporate job. So I can relate to that. That was me last year. So yeah, there's a lot of themes that as adults, I mean, you will relate to. Even the characters drink alcohol, and it's not a kid show, but it is a very cute show for adults. So I highly recommend that you can find Aggretsuko on Netflix. It's a very easy watch. There's 3 seasons, but you can watch them pretty quickly. So if you haven't checked it out, but you've seen it on Netflix, check it out. It's fun. I love it. I originally purchased my Citizens bike earlier in 2020, and I purchased it because I wanted to bike to work. I started a new job, and my job is like super close to home. Like it's literally like a 5-minute drive to my job and the office. But obviously with COVID, I've been working from home since March. So I haven't used my bike in its intended purposes, but I did end up using it a lot to just, you know, just go out, explore my neighborhood, get a little exercise and a little breather from everything that is going on. I love it because it folds up. Like I said, I initially bought it to commute to work, so I plan to just keep it underneath my desk or in the storage room or something like that. And I do still like the fact that it folds up because right now it is in the garage just because we have all the Christmas decorations that my mom put up. So it's very easy to store if you live in a small place, if you don't have the room for a full-sized bike. It folds down quite easily, it folds back up really easily. Just the writing is very comfortable as well, and mine is orange and I love orange. It makes me happy. So I've been really enjoying the bike. I just like having a bike in my life in general, just because I hadn't had a bike in years, and now I have it, and it's just like, it's fun. I like it and I love my bike. Number 8. Oh yes, number 8. My towel. This guy, I just wrote in my little notebook, my towel, and I looked down and I'm like, my towel? Yes, my towel. So I had been using the Turkish towels for years. I still love that thing, but earlier this year when I went to Tijuana with my friend Jen and Renee, we went to Mumuso, and Mumuso, for some reason, I haven't seen a Mumuso here in the US. There's Miniso and Daiso here, but not Mumuso. But in Mexico, you can find Mumuso stores and also Miniso stores. It gets a little confusing. But they do have a Mumuso in Plaza Rio in Tijuana. So I saw this little towel hat thing and I bought it mainly as a joke, but it's been like my go-to towel of 2020. So I get out of the shower, my hair is wet, I just plop it in here. And it's super adorable. It looks like a little like bear. But it's a microfiber towel, so it absorbs moisture and doesn't damage your hair. It's not that terry cloth towel. People always come at me because I use towels, but if you're not using the harsh like terry cloth towels, you're fine. This is a very soft like microfiber. Even with my ginormous head, I can still use this guy because it does have a good amount of stretch. It doesn't cut off my circulation to my brain, which is nice. But yeah, I've been enjoying this. I've seen similar things at Daiso and Miniso, so if you don't have a Mumuso, you can find it at your local Asian dollar store, cutie store, I don't know, but you can find them there. They're really nice. Maybe you know, maybe you don't, but I love spicy food, like really spicy food. Even if it's a borderline uncomfortable, I just like torturing myself by eating really spicy food. And last year, was it last year? I think it was last year. I discovered the, oh my god, I had to write it down because I just know it as the brand of ramen with the chicken, with the crazy chicken on the packaging. But it is the Samyang Buldak. Maybe I butchered it, but it's the brand with the crazy chaotic chicken, okay? That's probably the spiciest like instant ramen that I've ever tried. I love it, I love it. So it usually comes with a little packet of the sauce, and the sauce is super spicy. Like it literally will stain your hands and everything red for a little bit. It's that spicy. And I usually would use a little bit of the packet and then save the rest in a jar because I would love putting that on tofu, on rice, on other like noodle dishes. I just love that really spicy sauce. Recently when I went to H Mart, I found that they actually sell that sauce in like a bottle. Like you can buy a bottle of that sauce and it made my whole year. It really did. So now I have a bottle of that and I use it nearly for everything. I freaking love that thing. I didn't take it out of the fridge because it often leaks and I don't want to stain my hands or my or my shirt with that. So yeah, if you like extremely spicy food, if you enjoy that ramen with a crazy ass chicken, you're going to love the fact that you can use that sauce for anything like I did. It's amazing. But yeah, it's the hot chicken flavor sauce. That's the name of it. That's the American name, but it is amazing. I love it. And it changed my life for the better. I am super late at most things, especially like TV series. This year I watched the most TV series I've ever watched in my whole life. Like before 2020, I had seen a few shows. Like last year I finished, I watched The Office twice, finally. But this year I definitely stepped up my, my TV watching game, I guess, if you can say that. And one of my favorite shows this year, I mean, I also did love Dexter, and I still do. But I feel like I loved Breaking Bad even more. I am so late to that game, so late, but I'm so glad that I finally watched it. It was, I mean, it's the best show. It's incredible. It has suspense, lots of drama, but it is just like, man, me and my mom were so hooked on Breaking Bad. We were so hooked. Like, if my brother came home, my dad's like, you two shut up. We were watching Breaking Bad. I kind of feel glad that I watched it before my dad. My dad has been, he's the one that watches the most shows in this house. But me and my mom finally beat him in something. But yeah, Breaking Bad was good. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's amazing. Me and my mom want to go to New Mexico so bad, so bad. We want to take a Breaking Bad tour. so bad, but we're gonna wait until things get better. But once they do, we will go to the places that we watched on TV. We want to go up to LA. I mean, LA is LA, but we want to go see some of the places where they filmed The Office. I would love to go to New Mexico as well. I would love to go to Scranton, Pennsylvania as well. We just want to take a friggin' tour around the places where we saw on TV. I also watched New Girl as well. I love that show as well. Yeah, but I'm specifically in this list, I'm mentioning Breaking Bad. This product changed my life for the better, just like the hot sauce did. But this, my brother bought it and he told us sarcastically that it was going to change our lives, and it actually did for me. So we finally got a rice cooker. I know pretty much every Asian household has a rice cooker, but Mexican households, it's not an appliance that is essential. It should be, because we eat a lot of rice as well, but for some reason it's just not something that ever, I don't know, it wasn't something that my mom ever wanted or anything like that. But I'm so glad my brother bought it, because I've been the one that has been using that pretty much, I wouldn't say on a daily basis, but multiple times a week I will use it. It makes, you know, making myself lunch so easily, because I can just go downstairs, just a quick like 5-minute like leg stretch break. I'll wash my rice and then I'll just like leave it on there, click the setting, the quick setting, and then I can go back up, get some work done, and then I hear the little jingle, and then I know my rice is ready. And it always comes up perfectly fluffy, moist. Not super moist though, but like it just comes out perfect. And then I could just throw in like some curry or some of that hot sauce that I was just mentioning, or some tofu, something just very quick. And yeah, rice cookers. Dang, why didn't I have one of those for the longest time? But I'm so glad that I do. I use that so much, and I never ever want to live without a rice cooker ever again. It's life-changing. Madoka, Magica, Puella, Magi, Madoka, Magica. I like saying it in Spanish, Madoka, Magica. But yeah, that anime, amazing, beautiful, perfection. Again, it took me forever to finally watch it, but I saw it on Netflix. There's only one season. I wish there were more. I know there's like a side movie, I need to watch that. But yeah, it's amazing. It is, I don't want to spoil it because I could easily spoil it, but it is a different take on the magical girl genre. And when I say a different take, it is not, I mean, Sailor Moon is very happy. There's a lot of like nice, healthy friendships. It's beautiful. I love it. But Madoka Magica is definitely very, very different. It is darker. It is more dramatic. And it's just a visually stunning show. I love it. I did mention this on Instagram, but if you have sensitivity to flashing lights, you might not like it, because there is a lot of flashing lights and a lot going on screen. There is the potential of sensory overload, but for someone like me, I love lights. I love everything. So I was just like entranced by it. It was so different to any other like anime show that I've ever watched, and I liked the darker tones in the anime. It made me question life and relationships, friendships. Like, it was just very very good. It was a thought-provoking anime, and the characters are just, there's so many layers to them. I really enjoyed it. I mean, Homura became my homegirl now. I loved her. She was my favorite one of the show. So if you haven't watched it, again, it is on Netflix, so it's a very short season. You can get through it pretty much in one day if you wanted to. Highly recommend it. Number 3, this guy, my Nintendo Switch. I mean, I've always been a Nintendo girl since I can remember, like literally. My first Nintendo device, or not device, I mean game system, was the Super Nintendo. I got it when I was 3 or 4. Might have been 4. I don't think my brother was born yet. But that was the first gaming system that my dad bought me. So I grew up playing like Super Mario and Donkey Kong and Mario Kart. And I loved it. And I grew up playing so many different games. I had the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Advance. I had the DS as well. We had the Nintendo 64. I had the Wii. I did not have the GameCube, but yeah, I had the Wii. And then for a while, like I stopped playing like video games. I hadn't purchased a console in years. I hadn't played in years. Just on my phone, I have the Mario Kart and the Mario Kart app. But yeah, I'm so glad that I got back into playing video games, because I don't think I would have managed to cope with everything that went on this year as well as I did if I didn't have this. And I know it's kind of a weird thing to say, but it definitely, I mean, I haven't gone through any panic attacks this year. My anxiety has gone up a few times, but just playing video games gives my brain a break from overthinking and getting you know, borderline like panicky. So yeah, it's been something that has been a nice thing to have, and a nice thing to go back to. And it definitely brings up a lot of good memories that I had in my childhood. So yeah, I really enjoyed having my Nintendo Switch. And I'm sorry I got a little deeper. But yeah, I didn't want to make this pick very trivial, because it did really help me with my mental health, so I had to mention this. And I also do have to mention this is my number 2 pick, Animal Crossing. I know I started incorporating Animal Crossing videos in this channel. I have my Animal Crossing Sunday videos, which have been so much fun. They're some of my favorite videos to film. I know they're not the most popular, but again, it's kind of like not everyone who watches my videos. I think most people are subscribed for like beauty content, not necessarily for gaming content. But I've been really enjoying doing something different than like tutorials and reviews, and just sticking to one thing. And these Animal Crossing videos are like the highlight of my week. I enjoy them so much. They're so much fun to make, and I just love playing that game. I picked up Animal Crossing, and this is again, sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but I picked up Animal Crossing the day after I had to put Bernie down. And Bernie was my the puppy that we had gotten earlier this year. That whole story is very sad. He definitely did not have to go through what he did, and we didn't have to go through what we did as well as a family. Basically, very bad rescue. I do not recommend them. They're not on my top 10 list, but it was their fault that this all happened. And I was just very, I mean, obviously very sad, but I just felt betrayed. I felt lost. I felt just a lot of different emotions, because everything happened so quickly. And the day before, I mean the day that we had to put him down, so much happened in less than 24 hours. It was insane. It was intense. And the day after, I just felt lost. I felt hopeless. I felt, I don't know, I hadn't felt the way that I did for a really long time. So I was planning on buying Animal Crossing even before that happened. And you know what, I still remember very clearly I had to go to like PetSmart and return a few things that they were just making me so sad seeing them empty. And he was obviously not here with us anymore. And then I went to Target just to see, like, hey, maybe they'll have it, maybe they won't, I don't know. And I bought my Nintendo Switch Lite, and then I purchased Animal Crossing on the e-store. And from that moment, no, it did not make everything just disappear and make everything happy. But again, just like having a Nintendo Switch, playing Animal Crossing helped me with my mental health a lot. And it gave me a sense of community and friendship that I was lacking in 2020, obviously with COVID and everything. I haven't been able to see my friends. I know some people have been going out to like lunches and stuff, but I just don't feel like it's healthy. So it's kind of been like my thought process, like I don't want to see people if I don't know how they've been managing this whole thing. But I mean, I was able to virtually see my friends through Animal Crossing. I go to their islands, do some stargazing. I also do like that if you have the app, you can also speak to them while you're at their island. So there's that as well. It's very fun. I went to one of my friends' birthdays that way, and we were just like fooling around in her island. But yeah, it's been the game that I've played the most on the Switch. I highly recommend it to anyone, especially if you have if you deal with depression, anxiety. Like it's just a very wholesome game. I really enjoy it. The characters are super cute. I do like even the mundane tasks. I like it's given me like a sense of purpose, I guess. Yeah, it's something I wish I would have discovered Animal Crossing a lot sooner. But like I said, I did stop playing games for a few years. But yeah, Animal Crossing. It's just a beautiful game, very entertaining. And if you're an introverted loner like I am, this gives you the sense of community without feeling physically like overwhelmed. And the last thing that I want to mention, to no surprise, my #1 pick of the year is Sailor Moon. I have been watching Sailor Moon since I was a child. I know I mentioned this in my Sailor Moon haul video that I did a few last week, I believe. I'm getting lost with my own videos, but it's been a show that I cherish so much. I've revisited this show multiple times during my life. I revisited it as a teen, as a like young adult, and now I'm 31 and I'm watching and loving it just like I did as a child. And each time that I rewatch the show, I have watched different dubs because there's been different dubs along the way, but each time that I watch the show, I notice different themes and I start connecting to different themes in the show. As a kid, obviously, I was just attracted to like the cuteness, and I loved all the girls. I thought they were so cute and adorable and they wanted to be like them. And then as a teen, I just wanted a boyfriend really bad as a teen, so I was just like, tuxedo mask. And obviously I still am because he's my original anime bae. But this time around, I've been connecting to Saturn. Has always been my homegirl, but her very tragic storyline I still really enjoy as an adult. It's obviously very tragic, but I mean, leave it up to me to connect with the character that has like panic attacks. But it just made me, I don't know, I just related to her. This time around, I've really been appreciating and connecting with Sailor Mercury. No, I did not do this hair because of her, but it does look like her and I love it. But I do enjoy her very shy demeanor. She's very proper. She's such a nice friend. I feel like she's the sweetest friend of all of them. Very supportive, very thoughtful, and I feel like that's just kind of how I am as well. Like, I don't expect anything in return, I just do things, and if people appreciate them, that makes my day. In another aspect of liking Sailor Moon and just, I don't know, rediscovering that world that I really enjoyed this year, especially has been the community. The community is just so nice and supportive. I've joined a few Facebook groups. I'm in the Reddit as well, and I like that. I mean, pretty much everyone in that group is in their 30s as well, so they grew up watching the show and loving the show. But it's been a really nice way to connect to people that have very similar interests to me. So I highly recommend checking them out. I'll leave some of the groups down below, but all of the ones that I've discovered, I've loved. I've met new friends through Instagram as well. So it's a very nice and supporting community. And lastly, I'll mention one last thing about Sailor Moon that I love. And this is specific to Sailor Moon Usagi herself, but her sense of just wonder and dreaming and just kind of enjoying the little things, I really like. I like her positive outlook on life and the fact that she believes the best in people. I like that. Sometimes I tend to be too pessimistic, so I like the reminder to be to try to be a little bit more positive in life. So yes, if you haven't watched Sailor Moon, I know some people haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. Even if you didn't grow up watching the series, I really do recommend it. Between Crystal and the anime, I would recommend the anime just because it has better character development. There is a lot of fluff episodes in the anime, some of them that could easily be cut off, but even the fluff episodes I really enjoy because you get to see more of their friendships. So I enjoy those little moments between them. I really enjoy the anime. Crystal, I didn't hate. I know some people hate Sailor Moon Crystal. I liked it. It is a lot more faithful to the manga, but I feel like it needed some fluff in there. It definitely did. It needed some fluff in there just to, I don't know, give the characters some more, some room for growth, also for people to connect to the characters as well. If you want to get a better sense of why people loved Sailor Moon, definitely check the anime out. It's a very long anime, not gonna lie, there's a lot of episodes. Sailor Moon Crystal, you can easily binge it on the weekend, it's not very long. But yeah, I highly recommend it. And both are available on Hulu, so they're very easy to watch. You can watch it dubbed or you can watch it subtitled. They have both versions there. It is now so late. The sun's almost entirely down. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what your guys' top 10 random things were in the comments below. If you're brand new to this channel, make sure to subscribe to see brand new videos. I will be uploading a top 10 albums of 2020, so if you're interested in that, make sure to hit that subscribe button because it will be coming very soon. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys very soon in my next video.